to the Small World Podcast, a podcast where you are the topic of discussion. I'm your host, Chris Long.
I'm Austin Newborn.
And I'm Nate Pearson.
And this is episode 1, Meet the Hosts. So, to kick things off, I think the most important question that we have here is, what is Small World?
That is a good question. It's a lot of things. I mean, basically, it is where we just go around asking people their life story. And so basically it changes every week. You never really know what's going to happen. We never really know who the guest is. We just say, hey, you want to tell your life story? And it happens. So, yeah. You got anything else to add to that?
Any insight, Nate?
It's going to be a really, you said insight, a very insightful podcast. The beauty of it is that ordinary lives often go overlooked, and the details of lives we can draw a lot of valuable information from that. And I think the key factor is relatability. Everyone's not so different after all. There's a way we can all connect.
Absolutely. And that's why we wanted to start this.
Yeah. And it will be funny too, trust me.
Oh, it'll definitely be funny.
Because we're hosting it.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
But who are we? That's a great question. So to kick things off, let's all describe ourselves in exactly one word.
One word.
Who wants to kick us off?
Oh, of course. Oh, his name starts with A. Alphabetical.
Austin starts today. He goes first.
Okay.
Don't think too hard.
My brain hurts.
Your gears are turning.
They're turning hard.
If you're struggling, I can take the reins on this one if you
Someone
want me to.
didn't do their podcast homework.
Right.
didn't.
I sent the show notes. Come on, man.
5 minutes ago.
5 minutes, 50 minutes. Always be prepared. That's lesson number 1.
I'll go first. That's fine.
You got
Okay,
it?
go
All right.
for it.
All right.
The word I would choose is passionate.
Okay. I
There
like that.
there may be things that I flake on at times, but what I'm interested in, I'm 100% interested, almost to a fault at times when I'm interested in it. And I know once I find that thing that hooks, it's going to be all in and straightforward from there.
And it has your name in it. Passionate.
Oh, my gosh.
Unsubscribe
Forget what I said
from
about the
Chris.
show being funny. Just forget it.
Should stop being funny after that one.
All right, Chris, it's your turn.
All right. The word I think I would choose is educational, because I feel like though I am not the fondest of school, I am always trying to learn and I'm always trying to teach others. So in that capacity, I think educational sums myself up pretty well.
Okay. Well, you guys use really I don't know, inspiring words.
I was going to say tree.
Funny you say that.
Please don't tell me you were going to say tree.
I wasn't going to say tree, but okay. You know how people call people a gopher?
I just in my head. I'm so sorry. Continue.
Okay, you know how some people call themselves like a gopher, but not as an animal, as in somebody who just always goes for it?
Yeah.
That's me. I don't know. Sometimes I just get random ideas in my head and I go for it.
That 100% makes sense for your character.
And sometimes it doesn't always end well, but if I want to do something, I'm doing it. You can't stop me. I'm going to go for it. And sometimes it gets me in trouble. Sometimes it works out.
So Nate, Austin is the most shoot first, ask questions later person I've ever met in my life. This man wanted to go out for breakfast in the middle of a blizzard just because the biscuits look good.
They did look good.
That sounds like a very valid reason.
Nobody wanted to go. And literally, okay, it's biscuits, guys.
He has a truck.
You know the old
Risk it
saying
for the biscuit.
You know the old saying, there's food at home? That was everybody to Austin. It was a whiteout outside.
The crackers, the biscuits at home.
I literally ate cereal.
I didn't know where you were going with that.
I could have had.
Talking about Ritz.
Oh, okay. I'm just talking about biscuits. Y'all didn't let me have biscuits, so I'm still mad about that because those biscuits look good. Now they're 6 hours away, Chris.
They are 6 hours away.
I'm not driving 6 hours. I'm not
for the
going to
biscuit?
this whatever place in Wilson. It doesn't really look that good. Sorry, people.
Ooh, yikes.
Sorry.
On a random note, may I add the best breakfast place I've ever been to? And I know what some people are probably thinking, something basic like Cracker Barrel or IHOP. No, in that, Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, there's this place called Sunliner Diner. And it's like a 50 steam
I like the
diner.
rhyme.
The breakfast, amazing. Like the pancake, I ate it at the end of my meal and it still
Singular
tasted good.
pancake.
The pancake was huge. It was the
Okay.
size of a large dinner
Good.
plate.
So-
Like,
Good.
So it was like the Waffle House waffle, but in pancake form.
exactly.
The Waffle House waffle is a staple of American culture. Prove me
Exactly.
wrong.
I mean, I can't prove you wrong. It's basically true. We've all had it at some point. We may have liked it, we may have hated it, but we experienced it in some way,
Yep.
shape, or fashion.
Speaking of Waffle House, we've all had jobs in food service, right?
Yeah.
It's a great segue. That was such a
Oh,
nice
man.
segue. So, what do you guys do for a living?
Not food service.
Not anymore.
No.
I'm a professional podcaster. If you haven't noticed,
Oh, wow.
no. I work
Lies.
at a. This is going to be a very dull moment, but I work at an HVAC company doing an office job. And while I do find joy working with the people I work with, it's just at the end of the day a job to make ends meet. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's just a stepping stone to get where I want to go. And it provides well for me and my family. So that's where I'm currently at. And it got me out of a environment that I didn't want to be in any longer because I had reached my limit there. But it was a great place to grow and learn. I'm not going to name the place, but it's definitely been an experience.
I really
But-
want to.
I got a lot out of that, and I'm glad I did it. But it just got me to my next stepping stone.
There
So,
you go.
You have another job too, right?
oh yes,
Oh, wait. Yeah, that one.
wait, I'm
look.
also a pastor.
I was thinking I was thinking about my secular job, of course, because
secular.
yeah, I'm a youth pastor at a church
That's
here in
kinda
my
big.
local town. Yeah,
Imagine-
look, if my lead pastor ever hears this, I'm sorry. I do take my job seriously. I love what I do, and
man.
honestly, that's my passion. And I love working with the children and helping them grow and develop into being, full-fledged church members and getting them involved in the church at every step possible. And I don't know if that's my permanent call in my life. I like it for the time being, and it's where I feel called to be. But just anything related to spreading God's word in the ministry, it's got a deep place in my heart.
There you go. Better
Nice.
answer. Better answer.
That's good. I like that.
Not bad for forgetting where you worked.
I have a lot of jobs.
Also, where you work at.
Well, I am currently, I'm going to say it in a fancy way, I am a plumbing service technician. I'm Mario, basically.
Mario.
I am Mario.
Saving
I'm
Peach.
more professional than Mario, though.
Oh,
I am, because I follow a service system.
Don't you ever disrespect Mario again.
shots fired. Mario's not on the pod at any point.
No, but
He
he
can't defend
he just
himself.
kind of goes in there and he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna fix it." And I'm a professional, so,
So you
Aren't
don't
you
fix
the-
it?
I do fix it.
So you're calling Mario to go in there and fix it guy, but you're saying you're just act first, think later.
No,
So
I'm
how
a-
does these don't
I'm a
add up?
plumbing service consultant and technician.
Okay, if we're gonna go there, technically, I just want to add this real quick for my part. The name of my position is actually a comfort care specialist.
Comfort care specialist. We got those. We got those.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I can come work for your company.
There you go. But basically, I'm a plumber. I'm just going to put it in the layman's term. I'm a plumber. I do plumbing.
Nothing wrong with it.
I fix drain pipes and water pipes and make where people's poop doesn't go into their house and water comes in it.
It's very essential.
So yeah, plumbers make the world go around, people.
Yeah.
We're the whole reason we're not a third world country. Boom.
Boom. There you go.
Amazing.
Well, if we're using fancy titles, I guess my official position is marketing director at White Dragon Games.
Marketing director.
Marketing director, yes.
I like it.
That means I make TikToks for a living.
That is awesome.
No, but I also do a lot with sales there, promotional stuff. So that's one of my jobs. I am also a sports reporter for the East Carolinian.
There you go.
Shouts out the East Carolinian and the podcast associated with the sports team, Texperts.
Texperts.
Way to make us all look lame, Chris.
Okay.
Yeah.
My titles sound a lot cooler than they are.
It's kind of like mine. I mean, I'm still just a plumber.
Yeah. I still just write about East Carolina sports and sell cards for a living. But,
Yeah.
you know, it is what it is. I love what I do. So,
There you go.
they say,
That's all that's important.
what's the saying? If you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life.
Yeah.
There you go.
There
I
you
work a
go.
lot of days in my life.
We get it, Nate.
Yeah, I
You
was
don't
about
want to
to
be a
say.
youth pastor.
Same.
Wow.
No! Wait a minute.
Oh, you're
Wait a
making
minute.
wild claims. Unsubstantiated claims.
Whoa! Wait a minute.
That's a $3 word.
Well, I paid for it because I had to work for it. Unlike you.
Oh man. Oh no.
All right.
Next.
So, we all do different things.
Yes.
None of us are even slightly related in what we do.
Nope.
So how do we know each other? Good question. Nate, Austin, how do you guys know each other?
Because I know Chris. Basically.
I know Chris.
Basically.
I'm the common link in this podcast trio.
Yeah.
This is actually the second time that Nate and Austin have ever met.
Yep.
And you can listen to the first time they ever met last week.
Yep.
Or
Next week.
Yeah, next week.
Get it right.
Episode 2. Sorry.
We're on a very chopped up timeline.
Yeah. They'll
The
figure it out.
continuity is just
Doctor
whacked
Strange
up.
is still trying to figure it out.
Yeah, you can't. He's like, it's somewhere there.
But yeah, so I used to work with Nate. Nate's a great friend, probably my best work friend. We don't work together anymore. And Austin we're in the same small group at church.
Yep.
And so we just put 1 and 2 together and we got 4, and now it's a podcast.
Yep. Worked out pretty well.
Worked out pretty well.
Yeah.
I think y'all are getting along.
I just got an invite and I showed up. So that's
It's
why I'm
literally
here.
your house.
It is your house.
Where else were you going to record?
Exactly.
The back alley of Lowe's or something.
Yeah. Just record it in my truck or something.
Oh.
No. The sound would probably be better, but no.
We can just ride around with the 4th person in the car.
Ooh.
We're trying to record
Jerry
a podcast on
Seinfeld already
cellular
did
data.
that. Jerry Seinfeld already did that.
Jerry Seinfeld is the best comedian of the 21st century. Or not the 21st, the 20th century.
You're saying that to a southern band right here. I don't know.
You know what my favorite Jerry Seinfeld bit is? What's the deal with lampshades? Do you want the light or not?
Oh my gosh. Nah. Nah, I'm more partial to Larry the Cable Guy.
Do you want the light or not?
Chris is the only one laughing in this room, people. Just would like to point that out. Nate has a face of disappointment.
You don't know how many times I've heard him tell this.
Oh,
Doesn't
man.
get old. Oh man. All right.
man.
Next question on the agenda. What is everyone's short-term goal?
Short-term goal.
Take that, interpret it however you wish.
To live to tomorrow.
Basically.
I mean, you've gotten an hour, so I hope so.
Yeah.
No, but for real, my short-term goal would be along the lines of I'm working on a startup right now. I mean, amongst this podcast, kind of, different things I'm working on. My goal is just to get them off the ground. That does tie into a long-term goal.
Boy, you better tell us the name.
Okay, fine. I mean,
Shout out. Shameless
just say it
plug.
wasn't a shameless plug. I was forced into my plug.
You were forced into your plug. That's fair.
The brand is Redeemed Outfitters. It is a Christian apparel line, mainly streetwear, slightly athletic leisure wear. Just a little something for everybody. But the tagline for us is "Believe in what you wear." That is about just proclaiming your beliefs through your clothing and your apparel. I mean, that's straightforward, that's obvious, but it's much more than that, because I'm not saying you have to wear a Christian t-shirt every day, but if it's just one little thing that can make the world a little bit brighter and a little bit better, then I think it's something worth investing to. And I know there's a lot of Christian clothing brands out there, and I'm not looking to compete with anybody. I'm just looking to find a space and to help fill that market so that we can all just spread God's word.
Yeah. Well,
That's awesome.
and I'd like to point out your clothing actually looks good, unlike most Christian clothing brands.
It does.
It
You
actually.
have probably the third best line of the ones that I've seen.
That's
but
a
like,
I've seen a
bold
few.
statement.
but like,
I've seen some, and I'm like, ooh,
John 3:16.
yeah.
I saw a Christian shirt earlier on it, and it was just a quote, and it had a clown on it. And just
Oh,
like a-
what?
I
They
don't
look
know
like
the
Facebook memes.
I don't know the correlation.
They do. They look like something Cheryl posts on Facebook.
Come on, Cheryl.
And if you're out there and you're listening to this and you have the clown Christian shirt, I'm not trying to bash you. You may have a purpose.
You rock
Nah,
that shirt.
listen.
You rock that shirt.
Let me stand up real quick. If you got the clown Christian shirt, please send us a picture and we will make sure that you get on the pod. Because we need to hear that story.
Yeah. Contact us via Instagram because we have that, by the way.
We do have Instagram. What's the Instagram, Austin?
Small World Cast. That is the name of it. Small World Cast. And we're on TikTok. And it's actually Small World Podcast. Because somebody,
Ooh.
yeah.
Yeah, other people try to take the name Small World.
But they don't
it's
exist anymore.
ours.
So
We claim it.
it's ours now. Copyright.
Also,
I
what's
think.
your short-term goal?
Short-term goal? Right now, basically, I don't know. Basically just get on my feet. Which I'm on my feet. I'm doing okay. I'm doing well. But just to actually, I don't know. It is hard for a person our age to make it financially in this world,
Definitely.
even with a good paying job, especially with the housing market and all that kind of stuff. Don't want to go into a rant here, but just basically get on my feet that I can eventually get to the long term. So basically just working my butt off until I can, be comfortable. Somewhat.
Understandable. For context, when he says people our age, we are all white men in our 20s. That is the exact podcasting group demographic. So every 20-year-old white man has the thought, we should start a podcast. And we did.
But ours is gonna be better, maybe different even.
Maybe.
I mean, we're trying something different. I mean, I actually Googled this concept of interviewing random people.
Meanwhile,
Oh.
less than a mile away from my house, there's a restaurant named Something Different.
True.
And now you can probably pinpoint my location. So
Yeah.
have at it.
You just
So
doxed
down.
yourself. Just straight up doxed
radius.
yourself.
Look, if I made someone out here mad enough to come after me from this one podcast episode, I'm sorry that I hurt you.
Episode
And
2, Nate moves.
that would involve time travel.
Oh man.
I guess technically, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
The continuity is
All over the place.
wishy-washy.
Hey, we got how many now though?
This is the third episode that we have filmed.
Oh, so there you go. So
There
we
you
already
go.
got 3 weeks set up, y'all.
Let's go.
They're going to hear you say third episode he's filmed, and they're going to be like, where's the footage?
Yeah, I did
Next
film it.
week and the week after that.
I did film it. I don't know what
Anyway.
I'm gonna do with that. What was I saying?
My short-term goal is that I
Sorry.
will make it through the rest of the semester
There you go.
because I am the only one of the three of us that is still in college. I think we have every
Loser. Sorry.
Okay, wow. I think we have every phase of life for every possible like situation in this
Basically.
room. Like Nate's married, you're in a relationship, I'm single.
Yep.
Austin dropped out of college, Nate has a
did.
degree, I'm still in school. Like I just feel like we're all
All over the place.
like we're every what's the three bears?
Basically.
We're the not too hot, not too cold, just
Three
right.
blind mice. I was thinking
Yeah.
3 blind mice, but
Three blind mice.
we're just going somewhere aimlessly. We'll figure it out.
But yeah, so
Well,
I'm just trying to make it through the semester.
There you go. That's short term though.
That is
Long term,
short-term.
we know where we're going, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Right, Nate?
Right?
Yes.
We know where we're going, right?
We definitely know where we're going ultimately.
That being said, what's our long-term goal, boys?
Long
I
term.
guess I'm back in rotation. So
Yep. It's your turn.
long term, so this ties in with another short term goal. At the end of the spring, I'm supposed to be graduating with my master's in theology and receiving my ordination. So I want
Congratulations.
to
Nice.
figure out what I'm supposed to do in ministry with that. That's going to be something that's a journey. I mean, God could do it tomorrow, but we'll see. But and it's really just, I don't have many tangible long-term goals. Like I kind of, whenever I think about my future, it doesn't matter to me as long as I'm happy. Like as long as me and my wife and my family are happy, that's what matters. I kind of see it as like an open canvas, you know, like there's a lot of opportunities and a lot of different things that can go up there, but I'm just not aware of it yet. I've even said that in job interviews before, because it's okay to not know what you want to do. Like, I would love it if my clothing brand and everything took off, if this podcast took off, that would be great. And I would be fine with that. But if that's not what I'm called to do, then I'm okay with that too. It's because at the end of the day, it's not about me. It's just a matter of taking it one day at a time, one step at a time. So
enjoying one moment at a time, accepting hardship as a pathway to peace, and taking, as Jesus did, the sinful world as it is, not as we would have it, but trusting that you will make all things right together. Something. Amen.
Show off.
That was a serenity prayer, whatever. I was trying. That's what it made me think of.
Oh, man. Me next?
Yep, you next.
All right. So, I kind of have the same attitude. I mean, basically, long-term, God's will be done. Because, I mean, I have a lot of ideas what I want to do, but that doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to do it. Like, ultimately, like, I have, ever since a small child, I like airplanes, guys. I like planes. Planes are cool. They have big spinny things on them. Some of them have big spinny things inside of them. Those are called jets, by the way. Some of them go fast. Some of them are slow. Some of them do lift heavy things. Some of them spray stuff on crop. They're cool. Planes are cool. I want to fly them because you're sitting there on the ground looking up like, man, that'd be nice to be up there right now. Especially if you've flown before, because it's cool. Like,
oh, yeah.
I've flown one time.
Even when I'm flying commercial, I've flown commercial all the time. Take off, I'm like, oh, here we go.
It's always exciting.
So I'd love to eventually become a pilot. And I don't know, like...
You look like a pilot.
I got a beard, though.
Yeah.
Like a bush pilot or something. I don't know.
Would you rather fly commercial, or would you rather have your own private plane you were able to fly?
Well, see, I mean...
Yes.
Going into... what I would ultimately love to do is missionary piloting. That is the ultimate thing, and going into the mission field and using it that way, because there's barely anybody going into it. All the pilots are getting old, retiring, and there's nobody going into that field.
Wow.
So that would be the ultimate goal. I mean, to get there, you usually have to go commercial. Sometimes you fly cargo. But it's also a job that can kind of take you all over the place. So I'm kind of like trying to figure that out, because ultimately I do want a family. I mean, I want to be around my family. If in God's will I have one, that is. But
felt that.
Yeah. But ultimately, though, just long story short, is that and going into the mission field, which, funny enough, what's his name? Elliot.
Yes, I know who you're talking
Elliot.
about.
I forget his first name. I'm blanking on his name, but Elliot. The guy who
don't
got
remember
killed as a missionary pilot. That actually inspired me as a child to be a missionary pilot. I don't know.
Jim Elliot.
Jim Elliot.
Yep.
Jim Elliot. That inspired me to be a pilot, and I was like, okay.
I remember watching that animated film as a kid. That was dark.
It was tough.
Yeah.
And then Into the Spear came out, and you're like, ooh.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I watched that movie like 10 times. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I'd like to do. There's also a part of me that wants to start a coffee shop / microbrewery called Herschel's, because, I don't know, I got a dog named Herschel. So
I could totally see you doing that.
that would be cool, too.
Herschel Walker.
But, just name my dog.
Yeah, you have
And
to walk
Herschel
Herschel.
I do like Herschel
Boo,
Walker.
bad joke. Tomato, tomato.
I'll admit that was part of inspiration naming him, but also Herschel from Walking Dead, because he was a really good character.
Best character in the show.
Exactly. And yeah, don't get me going on that. How he died. That was
Love
rough.
The Walking Dead. Hello, welcome to the Walking Dead podcast.
No.
Somewhere out there,
There's plenty of those.
there's someone out there that doesn't know that Herschel died currently watching The
Yo!
Walking Dead, and you just
I'm
brought
sorry.
it up.
That aired in like 2014.
It's fair game.
It's 2022.
His death was, well, I'm blanking on the name. What's the guy's name who got hit in the head with a bat?
Glenn. Yes.
Herschel's death was more tragic than Glenn's.
Whoa,
I
buddy.
said it.
It's time.
It's
time to change topics.
Glenn
'cause
was
you're just wrong.
No.
You're
Glenn,
just wrong.
Herschel's death was more because they built Herschel. Glenn had a very good character.
Anyway, so my
But-
long-term goal
Look, I just want to apologize to the portion of the podcast that has no interest in The Walking Dead because I am with you.
How many people just dropped just then?
Probably a lot. Sorry,
It's like,
guys.
Nah, but
Come
my
back.
long-term goal, y'all really showed me up because you had these deep theological answers. I just want to write books for a living, guys.
I mean, that's a cool
my
goal.
long-term goal.
That's a cool goal.
I mean, it's okay.
I can't even read books. Like,
You have a determined goal. We're trying to figure it out.
I want to be a missionary pilot. I want to write books. Like it's
What
not
kind
on the
of
same
books,
scale.
Chris?
Do you know how like defining books are throughout history?
I mean,
They're kind of important.
whatever.
Like,
Anyway,
I don't know. Just books. Oh, yeah.
At least until movies came along. I'm just kidding, Louis. I don't mean that.
but I mean, if you think about it, what are most movies based off of these
Books.
days? Books.
Lord of
yeah.
the Rings, the best book series of all time. Rest in peace, J.R. Tolkien.
Okay, sure. I
It
guess.
is. And the best movie of all time.
Okay, sure.
It's the best.
I'm not
Best
gonna argue
soundtrack
right
of
now.
all time.
Anyway, but yeah, I want to write books for a living. That is my goal. And if that doesn't work out, hopefully I'll work for ESPN one day.
That would be cool.
Fiction or nonfiction?
Fiction, definitely.
What kind of
If-
fiction?
I have a lot of stories bouncing around my head. I don't confine myself to one genre.
Okay.
I have an important question.
Okay.
If ESPN doesn't work out, would you consider taking a job writing for Bleacher Report?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
How about
That's the
Canadian-
lesser company, but
Or TSN, or Canadian Sports Network.
ew,
I was
no.
just saying.
I will simply take a plumber job.
You just lost our whole Canadian audience in one.
Hi, Canada.
Sorry, we'll miss both of you.
But I do remember distinctly in college one time I had this there was a speaker that was a writer for Bleacher Report.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was a pretty interesting thing.
Wow, that's cool.
Not that I remember any of it, but I liked it at the time.
Hey, 24/7 Sports has some really good. I like their
Nice.
guys. You should go 24/7 Sports.
It's not
they're
like he has a
way
list of
more
jobs.
in-depth. Hey guys, 24/7 Sports. Chris Long here. He is accepting. He will. You can just ask for his resume.
I actually
It's
know
not
one of
long
the guys
right
who
now.
writes for him because they cover ECU stuff too. So
Networking.
networking, yeah.
Exactly.
I don't talk to anyone when I go to games though.
You should.
But that leads us into our next topic,
Two
which
truths
is
and a lie.
the wrap up for the episode: 2 truths and a lie. This one's gonna be a lot shorter than some of our other episodes, just because it's late at night and
It
we
is.
all have places to be.
We do. It's 11:22
So,
right now.
2 truths and a lie. Since I brought it up and I used it as a segue, it makes the most sense. I'll go first.
All right.
This is kind of cheating because Nate knows almost everything about me as a person.
I won't answer. I
No,
won't
I mean,
answer.
you
Give
can
Austin
answer.
a chance first.
Give me a chance.
I mean, the first one will be easy. So, my first one is that I broke my knee at Chick-fil-A.
Mm-hmm.
My second one is that I ran into the owner of the Pittsburgh Steelers at a football game.
Mm-hmm.
And my third one is that I have 2 dogs who share the same name.
I know this.
I feel like mine was kind of a softball
What was the
pitch.
second one again?
The Pittsburgh Steelers owner.
I ran into the
Oh, I
owner of the Pittsburgh Steelers
I know
at a
this one
football
too.
game. What's the lie?
Elias, you have 2 dogs with the same name.
What do you think, Austin?
2 dogs with the same name.
Yeah, that was completely made up on
Yeah.
the spot. I didn't even have a good lie ready.
I'm about to say you just told me those like a few days ago, so I kind of remembered it well. So
Well, this will be interesting because y'all don't know each other well.
Okay.
So I feel like that was the softball pitch. Now we're getting into the tough stuff.
okay.
Okay, here's mine. My first one is I have 2 double jointed thumbs. My second one is I have an ear condition called tinnitus, and the third one is
Tinnitus?
Is it tinnitus?
It's tinnitus.
I've just seen it written. I've just seen it written on
Tinnitus.
TV before.
Guys, I got tinnitus.
I have an ear condition called tinnitus, and the
There you
third
go.
one is I have never had braces.
Can you smile for us? Can you give us a thumbs up? Can you give us a thumbs up? Interesting. What do you think, Austin?
What was the first one?
I have 2 double jointed thumbs.
I think it's that.
I don't think you've had braces.
Hmm?
I don't think you've had braces.
Well, I mean, you're right, but I said I haven't ever had braces.
You haven't ever had braces.
Yeah.
So
That
you
double
haven't
negative.
had braces.
Okay, that was your answer.
Yes.
Yeah, that was the right one. I had to think about it. The wording.
Build up.
You were confused by your old answer.
Yeah, I have had braces. I do have double jointed thumbs. So.
Wait, you have had braces?
Yeah.
So they were.
They're all three truths then.
No, the lie was I said I haven't ever had braces.
Oh, he's never had braces.
Yeah, I said I never had
Okay,
braces.
but I was still right anyway.
That's what I said.
Sure.
That's why you
Alright.
confused me because I said I never had braces the first time, and then you said but you're you know, never mind.
Okay.
They can go back and rewind the tape.
All right. Okay. So 2 truths and a lie. Okay.
Were you not ready?
I am ready.
Okay.
I'm ready. I have had my picture taken with the head coach of UNC, the legendary one,
Which one? There's a couple legendary ones.
Roy.
Roy Williams.
Yes.
Okay.
Why did you have to think about it?
Roy, because I'm not a basketball fan.
No, you're not. You're a college football fan.
I am.
Hope that wasn't one of your lies.
No. So, okay, that. I have met Danica Patrick.
Sorry.
It was weird.
Aaron Rodgers resents you.
Yeah, he really doesn't like me. So I've indirectly met Aaron Rodgers then. Because I'm,
I'm sorry.
It's so nasty to think about.
Drew Brees stands to be like.
That and I am. Oh man, I just blanked on my last one.
I feel like the last one's
The last one's the lie.
No, how do you know?
Well, you just gave it away now.
Which one was the lie?
And the last one is
Okay.
That-
Committed to the bit.
I'm still going. I'm going to finish it. It's late, Chris.
Okay.
It's hard.
Keep going.
My brain hurts. And I have never broke a bone.
You've broken a bone.
How do you know? When?
I just feel like you have.
I have. Yeah, that's my lie. I broke a bone.
Nate didn't guess, but all right.
Oh, sorry. What were you going to say?
I probably would have went with that too.
Yeah, because
You've met Danica Patrick?
Yeah, I did. I
Where
didn't
did
know
you
it was
meet
her.
her at?
What?
I worked at an airport once, and she got off. There was a plane coming in from Indianapolis. It was a private jet, and there was a race in Indianapolis. And this lady gets off, and she's holding a hood. I'm like, that hood's on a NASCAR card. I'm like, then I saw the name on it. It said Danica Patrick. And she looks back, and the lady in the plane, she's walking out. Another lady. She says, "Thanks for giving me the hood." She's got her hat down like over her eyes just a little bit, and it's dark, a
Incognito.
little incognito mode. And I sit there talking to her for a little bit, and then after she left, it kind of clicked, and I was like, "That was Danica Patrick." I just sat and had a full-fledged conversation with Danica Patrick, and just over my head.
What's the point of having incognito mode on like that if you have a hood that says your name?
Literally
on
had her
it?
hood. And then I look up Indy 500 just raced today. Oh, well, yeah.
Gotcha.
No, I didn't know.
Here's the real question: is she the worst NASCAR driver of all time?
No,
She's close.
she's getting close. She's pretty close, but she got a few top fives. So
Okay.
she never won a race.
I could get top 5 in a NASCAR race.
Uh,
What's the least athletic sport?
Least athletic sport?
Yeah. Like, what sport could you walk in today, no practice, and just dominate?
Not
Okay, I
NASCAR.
won't say athleticism. This isn't athletic based because this does take skill. But based on athleticism, I'll say fishing.
Hey. Hey.
I mean, you got to be strong to reel in some of those fish, but I'm confident I could reel in.
I feel
Not
like-
off
No,
of
no, no,
skill.
no, no, no,
Not off
no,
of
no, no, no.
skill.
It's not about the strength. It's not about the how
Yes.
you reel it in. It's how you catch the fish.
Yes, it's the skill. I said it's highly
How
skilled.
you get to the fish.
But you
It's
said which
knowing where
sport is the
fish
least
are.
athletic, and I said fishing.
No,
I mean-
my question was, which sport could you walk in today, no experience, and just dominate?
Dominate?
Yes.
I don't know. They're all
I
hard.
think I would be a good NASCAR driver. I've never tried to race.
But you okay? So you're just gonna look Dale Earnhardt in the face and say I could be better than you.
Junior or senior?
Both.
Stop.
I could look.
Junior's in the Hall of Fame now, sir.
He should
Definitely.
be.
Oh,
I don't watch NASCAR.
Junior.
I don't know anything.
I haven't watched NASCAR
How
in
about
years.
that Kyle Busch fella, huh?
don't know.
Oh man.
NASCAR.
But a sport you could just walk into. That's a good question. I've never really thought about it before.
I think NASCAR. It can't be that
Speed
hard
walking.
to turn left.
if you're gonna
very
go with
quickly.
racing,
walking.
I would go with drag racing.
I mean,
Drag
you do.
racing,
You just
yeah.
put your foot down hard.
That's what I'm
You gotta have
saying.
quick
That's
reflexes though.
you just
Quick
gotta have the
reflexes.
car.
Basically, though, I mean, he's right though.
Yeah.
NASCAR. There's more to NASCAR.
I
We're in North
understand.
Carolina. Don't offend
I
our
know,
entire
I know.
demographic
I
here.
get the logistics of stock car racing.
I'm going into a 1/4-mile track with a souped-up electric car and winning every race.
All I have
the
to do is hit the
electric.
pedal at the
Acceleration
right
on those is insane.
Okay.
So, are we all come to the agreements that only thing you have to do in drag racing is have a good right foot? That's
Yeah,
it.
good reflex.
And
Reflex.
It doesn't even
not
have to
jerk
be a
the
right
wheel.
foot.
Like,
Well,
Don't jerk the wheel.
don't jerk the
Light
wheel.
turns green. Right into the other lane.
Meanwhile, all the drag racing fans are just like logging out right now. They're gone. Like,
Bye.
don't you know they experience 10G at 347 miles an hour and they go 2 seconds at the quarter? I don't know.
Bye, both of you guys.
Sorry. Bye, drag racing fans and NASCAR fans.
Both of you.
look,
Both of all
this is
two of
kinda-
you.
this is kind of shifting on, but I want to start a petition personally here on the podcast.
Okay.
All right, I need 2 items brought back into my life. I can't remember the third one right now. It is essential, but it's just slipping my mind due to the lateness. I want mango flavored Altoids back on the shelves. That is essential. All right. And the
Okay.
second one is non-negotiable. McDonald's bring back snack wraps.
Those are gone.
That's
Yeah, they've
What
been
is
gone
snack
for
wraps
years.
when it was not economically viable to continue producing them,
They said
as
it took-
all food industries do.
The
Yeah, they-
workers took too long to make them, and it was not worth the money.
Is that why?
So that's our goal.
It was
as a
too hard for the
podcast.
workers to make, is what they said.
Oh, boo hoo. Wrap a tortilla, bro. It's
I
not
know,
that
for real.
hard.
So our goal as a podcast is to make sure those things come back.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like
That's
we
the
could have
only
more
reason.
lofty ambitions, but that's a start, I guess.
I mean, we're getting there. I mean, snack wraps. I
Snack
didn't even know
wraps.
they were gone.
Oh, man.
Grilled ranch snack wraps were supreme.
Elite, one might say.
Yes.
was it like a
elite.
burger patty in there, or was it chicken?
No, it was
What
Just
chicken.
chicken. You
Just
could get it
chicken?
fried or grilled, and you could get
was
ranch, honey,
basically-
mustard, or another sauce. I
It
probably
was basically a chicken tortilla.
But it was
It takes
the
too long.
best.
Wait, so the
we
reason
don't
they
have to worry
stopped
about the
making them
logistics.
is because it took too long to make it?
Yeah.
Can I just mention when it was just that ranch pocket in the bottom at the end of your
Bro,
That
you
snack
were
sounds
wrap?
eating the ranch
disgusting.
pocket.
Yes.
Ew.
Anyway, guys, what a great first episode we had, huh?
Ranch pocket.
Ranch pocket? That's terrible.
That
I
is
hate
awful.
that.
Now
Oh,
everyone is
man.
completely against our petition.
Hello
Yeah.
and welcome to Small World with your hosts, Chris Long, Austin Newborn, and Ranch Pocket.
Pastor Nate.
Oh my god.
Nate Pearson.
Nate, who
Pearson.
doesn't want to be the pastor. AKA... AKA Ranch Pocket.
Yep.
Look, we got Gopher and Ranch Pocket. What are you?
Oh, man.
What a good episode, guys. I'm
was
proud of
good.
us.
Yeah. Now y'all know what Small World is about, and hopefully you come back to episode 2 that we already
Hopefully.
made, and
Yeah.
3 that we already made.
It's a banger.
It is good. 3 is really good, but 2 is really good too.
I was about to say, you're just going to jump over 2?
No, 3 is really good.
He said, "Don't
but
watch
2's
next
really
week."
good.
Don't watch next week,
No.
but the week after. Banger.
It's just because 3 popped up in my head first. I was kind of
Yeah.
counting down like 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like 3, 2, 1 Penguins, you know.
Man.
That was a good show back
that
in
was
the day.
elite.
Back in the day.
You can tell we're Christian kids now.
All the cool kids. You were cool if you watched VeggieTales, but you was a really cool kid if you watched 3, 2, 1 Penguins.
Bible
like,
Man was my favorite superhero
oh my
growing
gosh,
up.
Bible Man.
It had its time.
It was either Bible Man or Larry Boy. One of
Larry
the two.
Boy.
They're gonna be like, "Hey, did you watch the new Batman?" And you're gonna be, "I watched the Bible Man."
Nah, but I saw that Bible Man episode where he fought sin. What's up with it?
What you know about the breastplate of righteousness?
Oh, that's
All right. Well, let's go ahead and
Flashbacks.
wrap things up here. Anybody have any closing remarks for episode 1?
Watch episode 2, please. Please go follow us on TikTok. Go follow us on Instagram. Tell your friends about the Small World Podcast because you know what? it'd be cool if this worked out. So not begging, just a little bit, but yeah, that's my spiel.
And if you're still with us, thank you for listening.
Oh yeah.
You took time out of your day to listen to 3 white guys in their 20s just rant on about Southeastern Christian culture
And ranch pockets.
and ranch pockets.
Mostly ranch pockets.
Mostly ranch pockets.
That, and for some reason we talked about NASCAR too.
But yeah, we hope you guys enjoyed this episode.
And come back next week, please.
To give you a little preview, next week we will be hosting a meme page that currently has, 38,000 followers.
38,000.
And we get into the discussion of what it's like to be shadow banned, what it's like to have a following that large and such a presence on the internet.
And Miatas.
I
hope you like hearing about Miatas.
It's going to be a great episode, and we hope to see you next week on the Small World Podcast.